Hi guys, and welcome back. I think I'm going to call this season 2. I've done my 60th episode. If you haven't seen any of my previous ones, take a look back. If you enjoy this after you've watched it, then give it a like and maybe subscribe, because it's the kind of content I do most weeks. I do some course vlogs. I do tips and strategy, kind of things that we can think about out on the golf course. And I do quite a fair amount of stuff on short game. So if you're interested in those things, please follow, like and subscribe. So I'm here at the 4th at Burghill, and I thought it was a good opportunity to kind of go through what I'm thinking on a tee shot. This one is kind of, I wouldn't say a tough par 5, but you do have to position yourself well. We've got trees all down the right, and if you hit it too far to the right, it blocks you out completely for your second shot. It's not the end of the world. You can chip it over and then, you know, have a longer third shot into this par 5. But left is absolutely fine. So left of the marker post is completely fine. So you need to sort of think about these things before you get out on the golf course, or even as you're walking up to the hole, and certainly maybe last minute, possibly on the tee. But it's nice to be prepared and pick a target, because a lot of golf is about seeing a target and picking that target. You're not always going to hit that target, but I'm thinking between the marker post down there and the trees on the left, because even if I hit it in the trees on the left, I'm going to have a better shot than if I slightly block it to the right, which is completely dead straight away. For me, I draw it so it's not too bad a hole for me, because I can draw it up into that corner on the left there. But if you were a slicer, obviously the first thing you'd want to do is be on the far left side of this, just to open up that edge, otherwise you're going to clip these trees. So you've got this kind of nice area here which we can go from, but focus on the area that you're trying to hit to and think about that miss. So really, if you're aiming left, the miss left is fine down here. It's just don't miss it right. So I'll give it a go. I'll see if I get down there. I'm a sort of fairly straight hitter off the tee, so this is not a particularly bad shot for me. But you know, different people have different skill sets. So as far as I'm concerned, you just got to get down there and leave yourself in, so you can take the pressure off yourself, knowing exactly where it's going to be at least. Okay, let's see how we go. Because I'm drawing it, I'm kind of in the middle of the green, so then I've got a little bit more movement from right to left down there. I can pretty much open my shoulders. It is a par 5. I'll be expecting to try and get on there in 2. Okay, that's a little bit. That's a little bit right of where I wanted it. It stayed straighter. I was expecting a bit more draw, but saying that, I think I've left myself enough leeway to still have an okay shot. I might have to shape it a little bit, but if I hadn't have made those decisions on the tee and worked out exactly where I wanted to hit it and how I wanted to hit it, I could have hit it right. That's a lot of hit its, isn't it? I could have hit it right of my middle target and then been blocked out. Because I was aiming so far left, a bit of a right shot up there wasn't actually the end of the world. Because my target line was so far down the left, so I knew exactly where I wanted to go, I pushed it a little bit right of that, but you know, it left me enough space then to still get away with it. I think I'm actually sort of middle right of the fairway. I'm not sure when I get down there. I'll let you know. Right, okay, so this is the centre pole there. That's the centre of the fairway. This is the area that I thought it was absolutely fine to go into, because it all breaks this way anyway. This is the centre of the fairway, and I'm just right centre of the fairway there. I think I'm just about on, but you can see the block out area that I was talking about. Obviously anything right of that, if I'd have been aiming on this line and blocked it the way I did there slightly, or hit it sort of straighter than I wanted, I'd be in the bunker, or even worse over there. As it happens here, it's not so bad because I think I've got enough club here to get to the green. I can just fade it around there just a little bit. I do probably have to hit a 3-wood though, so let's give that a go. So most people don't need any tips or advice on hitting a slice. This is what I need. I do want to hit quite a solid one though, not one of those fizzy ones, but I'll try and shape it around this green. I'll just go through a few of the things that I think about when I'm hitting a fade, should we say. I want this one to climb a bit high. I've got a 3-wood here, so I want it to sort of get over the top of the edge of those trees. The lie's okay. Always that's the first thing to look at is our lie. I'm going to get behind it, see my target that I want it to be on, which is the middle of those trees there, the tallest one, so obviously can't go that direction. I'm going to have to go to the left of it and try and hit a high one. Now the main thing that I'm thinking is not letting my right hand overtake my left hand. If I do that, it's going to go straight left in those trees, and it might even be quite a nice strike, but it's not going to get the fade I need. I have to kind of hold this shot off and not release the golf club over, which I normally would do to hit at kind of my normal sort of draw. So I'm going to pick a spot just in front of me here. So this is the line that I would normally be aiming at to hit it straight at the green. On this instance, I'm going to pick a spot over to the left, which is the way I'm going to aim. I'm going to be aiming over the smaller of the trees up there that you can see. So my point is about here. I'm going to line up to that point. I'm going to get my shoulders and my feet going at that point, and I'm going to get my club face is going to aim it where it's hopefully going to end up. Okay, so and I'm going to commit to swinging down this line like it's a normal shot, and because the club face is open through that impact point, it should fade around those trees and hopefully high enough to get down onto the green. The awkward one about this is on a slight downslope as well, so not ideal. As long as I commit to it, it should go high enough and it should slice enough. That's pretty good. So that was slightly out the hill, but at this instant it wasn't quite so bad because a hill shot often pitches it up and puts a bit more spin on it. So I might not have got the distance I want, but I'm back in play. It's a par 5, so I'm hoping to really get up and down from wherever I am down there. There are greenside bunkers, and but the green's very flat, so to be honest I should get up and down from where I am down here somewhere. So we had these, this bunker was the only one that I had to worry about, and this one here is on the left. There's one on the right, but really that short one was my danger one because these two shouldn't be too bad. It's absolutely fine. Pitch there. What do you do from here? You know, what do you do from here? So I would advise nearly every time for you guys out there, if you're not playing all day every day, just putt it, just roll it up to the hole somewhere. From here I've got 2 putts for birdie, so it's not a big deal. Like if you were here for 3, you're just thinking let's get our par and move on to the next. You can still hold it with a half decent putt. So I'm going to do a little putt here. So what I'm thinking putt wise is we've got this this area which is quite nicely mown, and it runs onto a really nice surface there. There's nothing really nasty to look at. It's pretty flat. So I find the one tip more than anything is, you know, obviously relax and try and imagine how far past the hole would be to make up for this area. Now I'm thinking maybe 6 feet past. I'm going to imagine there's a hole 6 foot past, and I'm going to putt it to that. It's pretty flat, so I've not got a lot of break to worry about. So I'm just going to stick it down there and just try and put a nice smooth stroke on it. Okay, so I'm picking a little spot in front of me again to putt over. I've got this little bit of grass, and I'm going to putt it over that little bit of grass, but I'm going to be focusing on a pin that's 6 foot past the one that I've got there. Okay, that one's still a bit short. For today's purposes, I'm not going to try and putt that one out, but there's a fair chance of making birdie there. it's still short, but you can imagine that if I hadn't have been thinking about 6 foot past, how far short I would have been there. So it allowed me to put a nice aggressive stroke on it, and I tried to get it up to the hole there, and it was still short. So it's quite a nice little tip to think about. Think about how much harder if it's uphill. Try and think about, imagine that hole just past the flag, or however far it is past the flag, and you'll be surprised at how better your putts will be when you do that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you like this video and you want to see more of it. Looking forward to seeing you again next week. Cheers, guys.